welcome to tonight's UPSLW match between North Georgia United Women and your Geranium City FC. And now for your starting lineups. First, for North Georgia United, I do not have their jersey numbers, so I'm just going to go by the names. Ashlyn Clements, Alexa Damer, Haley Foster, Ashlyn Jones, Cynthia Reyna, Hannah Henn, Skylar Gonzalez, Morgan O'Neill, Maddie Green, Izzy Tressler, and Gianna Memon. And now for your starting lineups for your Geranium City FC. Wearing number 5, Whitley Anderson. Number 2, Katie Hagan. Number 6, Allison Jones. Number 8, Sarah King. Number 7, Madison Nicholas. Number 17, Madison Reynolds. Number 10, Madeline Stark. Number 11, Annalisa Vincent. Number 4, Kaylee Wells. Number 3, Kylie Wilson. And in net, number 93, Hannah William. And now, if you're able, please stand and join us in the playing of the national anthem.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back here to Eagles Perch in McDonough, Georgia, as we get the final regular season match for Geranium City FC as they play North Georgia United in this UPSL Women's Division Georgia Conference match. Geranium City started out the year with a draw against national runners-up Steamers FC. And then they had a 9-0 drubbing of Middle Georgia. And then last week, they came here and won 2-1 in a tightly contested match against the UMA Athenas. We have a tough task for North Georgia United tonight as they don't have any substitutions on the bench. And they had a long drive down here from Dalton, Georgia. Luckily, it's not as hot tonight, but it is very overcast, and we might see a little bit of rain throughout the night, possibly. Geranium City looking to stay on pace with Birmingham City FC women's team, as they have a last game of the regular season for both teams. Might come down to a first place match if both teams are able to keep pace. As Geranium City's pressing early. And Allison Jones, number 6 on the ball. Have to give her a shout out and congratulations as she got engaged today. And that's her on the ball now. So congratulations to Allison Jones and family. North Georgia is going to have to do something as far as pacing since they have no subs. Geranium City have a full bench full. They do not have numbers on North Georgia as they get the first shot off in the game.
And we'd like to thank Kaiser Permanente, proud title sponsor of your Geranium City FC.
It's Hannah Williams, the goal kick for Geranium City. Now, Madeline Stark finds Reynolds. Almost gives it away. Back to Madeline Stark. She gives it right away to North Georgia. And that's a collision there. Miscommunication. Geranium City. Somehow that stays out. Hannah Williams somehow keeps that ball out after colliding with the North Georgia player. We'll say that Geranium City's leading scorer, Emery Pitts, is taking a rest day today as Annalisa Vincent dribbles into the box. And that'll be a corner for Geranium City. But Emery Pitts, leading goal scorer, as I said, for Geranium City, taking a rest day today. Now about to get this corner kick for Geranium City. See if they can get on the board here. Ball falls in. Taken out of the air. That was Kylie Wilson, who knotted that down originally for Geranium City. And as another shout out, it is Kylie Wilson's birthday today. Hannah Williams is going to let this one roll out for a goal kick. Back underway, birthday girl Wilson. And that's Madison Nicholas trying to send Vincent. Nicholas is fouled. Ref's not going to look that way, though, as Nicholas tried to get back on the end of that one, and that one's going to roll out for a North Georgia throw. Have to watch as the game progresses, see how the strategies change for both teams. As I said, North Georgia doesn't have any subs, but if they can get on the board early and a few times, they might can take advantage. It's Madeline Stark is going to get on the end of that one for Geranium City, but it will be a North Georgia throw. Stark heads that up into the air. North Georgia gets on it. Flashes it over off the crossbar. That's two dangerous chances for North Georgia. After the long ride from Dalton, they seem to be the ones more up for it early into this match. The 5th minute now. Stark. Let's get over to Wells. And that'll be should have been a handball, but it'll be a throw for Geranium City. Jones. Reynolds. Now King. Back to Stark. Now Wilson. Got to do a little bit of work. So over to Nicholas. North Georgia not afraid to be physical. So that's probably the second and third time that they've roughed up Madison Nicholas a little bit. Offside by North Georgia. Have a free kick for Geranium City. Trying to get it to Higgins. Falls down now. Annalisa gets on it. Can she get to it? And she can't. Not this time. That's where a lot of, with Emory Pitts not on the pitch tonight for Geranium City, that's where a lot of the offense is going to have to go through. Annalisa Vincent. Stark. Tries to get that over to Anderson. Reynolds comes back and steals that one. Trying to get over to Vincent. Vincent pops it straight up. North Georgia trying to keep that in. Somehow it stays in. And finally rolls out for a Geranium City throw. Back into Vincent. Higgins trying to dribble out of pressure. So back to King. Now recycles back to Stark. Wilson. North Georgia doing a great job of keeping their shape. Tries to go over the top to Wells. Allison Jones tries to keep that down but can't get around. A very crisp passing from North Georgia United. That one's going to be a little too far this time. Geranium City throw. Stark gets it back to Jones. Trying to go long. Nobody makes the run for Geranium City. Geranium City's got to get a little more organized here. Vincent steals that one. And it's not cleared all the way. Reynolds is going to pick it up for Geranium City. Gets it over to Vincent. Try to take a shot, but it whiffed on it, and Kaylee Wells almost picks it up. North Georgia recovers, though. Goes over Jones. Stark. Up to the task for Geranium City. That's going to go out for another Geranium City throw. Jones over to Reynolds. Another Geranium City throw. King. Over to Madison Nicholas. Goes back to Wilson. Wilson goes over the top trying to find Wells. Oh, Wells can't keep that one in. Wells comes to get that ball away. North Georgia keeping great possession here. Finally, peters out and King gets on the end of it. Now Anderson has to go back to Wilson. And goes over to Nicholas now. Vincent. Vincent takes a shot, and it's saved. 11th minute, still 0-0. Between Geranium City and North Georgia United. Stark flips that back to Wilson. Anderson. And we have a North Georgia player down, and that's not good news, as they do not have any available subs. She's going to have to try to continue. We got stepped on. Draw ball now. Back in play. Over to King. Sarah King finds Jones. North Georgia putting a little bit of a press on here. They're not able to break it, but it'll go over for a goal kick for Geranium City. A little bit of flatness coming out of the gates here for Geranium City. A little disorganized to begin this match. See if they can get something strung together here as they turn it over again. Reynolds is there. Wilson can't clear it. And North Georgia giving Geranium City many problems. Jones takes a step, but it's still bobs in, and now they cross it. And Geranium City not doing a good job of getting to those 50-50 balls. Coach Lewis giving instruction on the sideline. So that's popped in. Madeline Stark there. And they can't clear it. Anderson has to go backwards. Stark just goes long. They're going to have to find some short pass and maybe play out of the back a little more. The more direct balls aren't working. And North Georgia's going to score the first goal. Again, that was coming very not, what should I say, Geranium City-like in this first 13 minutes or so.
North Georgia United.
And now Geranium City finds themselves down. King gets it over to Jones. See if they can get some possession strung together here. That's going to be a Geranium City throw. Geranium City just can't seem to string a couple passes together for some odd reason today. And North Georgia's making them pay on it. Wilson. Trying to find Vincent. Vincent pops it up. And now Geranium City moving together. Hagens. Back to Wells. Wells gets it over to Anderson. Trying to go for Hagens. Hagens has a chance here. Hagens taken down. No call. Geranium City got to keep their heads here. Stark tried to send it back in, and this ball's just ping-ponging everywhere now. But Geranium City have definitely picked up the energy in the last 2 minutes after conceding that goal. Geranium City gets a free kick off the handball. Almost got to Higgins. Now King. Again, I think Dream City is panicking a little. Just got to slow the tempo down a little bit. Vincent trying to get onto it, and she does. Keeps it in. Finally gets it over to Wilson. Anderson. Tricky dribbles it. Now they're going to send Vincent. Vincent flashes it. It'll be a corner. It was deflected. See if Geranium City can knock one in here. Ooh, just goes over the top of Nicholas. Have another Geranium City throw. Stark with the throw in. Higgins. Back heels to Stark. Stark sends it in, but nobody's there. Geranium City having a hard time figuring it out now as we get into the 18th minute. Down 1-0. Good dribbling here by North Georgia. Wilson gets that down, gets it over to Jones. Wells. Sit over back to Wilson. Now Madison Nicholas. Back to Wells. Wilson. Higgins. Anderson. Still Anderson. Just no options. North Georgia's doing a great job of really not letting Geranium City have any options once they get into that final third. They're just closing all the passing lanes and pressing very well defensively. A free kick here. Semi-dangerous. Reynolds kicks it long and doesn't have quite enough dip. Ball's back in play now. Madison Nicholas there for Geranium City. Picks it up. Sends it back to Wilson. Wilson takes a touch forward. Tried to get it to Reynolds, but she couldn't get her foot on the end of it, but she wins it back. Sends it over to King. King doesn't have a lot of options. North Georgia doing a great job of keeping their shape as well. They put a lot of bodies behind the ball. Now that they have a 1-goal lead. Very strategic for them, having no subs. They have a 1-goal lead, and they're just trying to defend it at all costs now as Higgins picks it up, gets it over to Vincent. Sends it over to King in the middle. She's got some space. Gets it over to Wells. Wells pops it up, but she keeps it. Ooh, tried to slide it in there for Reynolds, but last-ditch foot from North Georgia, and they're able to keep that one from going through as Nicholas picks up that 50-50, but it's going to roll out for a North Georgia throw. Headed back in. Sent straight back up by North Georgia. Vincent, what a touch there. She keeps that one. Take this right out of the sky. Now Nicholas has it. She switches play over to Jones. Jones try to get it to Reynolds. Passes just aren't on time so far. Just out of reach, it seems like. Stark sends it over to Wilson. 21st minute. Geranium City trail 1-0. They haven't trailed since their first game of the season. Trying to send Wells there. Just going to let that one go out. Wilson for Geranium City. Finds Anderson. Anderson's got some space. Gets it over to Reynolds. Reynolds finally gets on the end of it. Trying to send Wells, but that's going to be overcooked. You can tell Geranium City's definitely missing speed and patience by Emery Pitts. As that ball, that was a mistake from North Georgia. So we're going to have it throw deep in their own zone. Into Higgins. Back to Nicholas. Higgins flashes it across. North Georgia's there, though. Geranium City can't get to that ball. North Georgia sticking with their low block here. Madison Reynolds just can't seem to catch that ball. Every ball seemed to send through to her is just a little overcooked. Williams. Geranium City are going to want to have to try to get at least one goal here to force North Georgia to play a little more, because this game is playing straight into their hands. They got the early lead. They don't have any substitutions, and they're not having to run around as much. That's exactly how they want to dictate this game. So Geranium City's going to have to do something to unlock them. Jones sends it back to Wilson. All the way back to Williams. Wilson again. Trying to go long for Nicholas. Too far.
Fans, just a reminder, we got Diggity Hot Dogs down there in the food truck for your concession needs, along with Murphy's Delight for your sweet treat needs. While you're down there, swing on down to the Geranium City Fan Shop and get some of the latest and greatest Geranium City spirit wear, jerseys, kits, everything you can imagine. And if you're wearing a Geranium City jersey or a Georgia Reds jersey, you get a chance to spin the wheel and win a prize.
Williams back on it for Geranium City. Now Wilson. See, it looks like they're trying to play more out of the bag as Wilson takes a tumble there on the track. Hopefully she's all right. Light sprinkles coming down now here in McDonough. They go long again. Kind of looked like for a second there, Geranium City was trying to play more out of the back to try to draw North Georgia up to free up some space. Again, they're just doing a great, North Georgia's doing a great job of keeping that shape, not taking the bait. As that ball's thrown into King. She goes over to Stark. Stark goes back to Williams. It just seems like Geranium City have run out of ideas on how to break this low block. As Madeline Stark overruns that ball. Nicholas able to push that off, but it will be a North Georgia United throw. Now we got a Geranium City throw. Anderson flicks that back. Hagans is going to get onto it. And she's going to send Wells. Wells was offside. Just a little too late. Ball back in play now, North Georgia United. Vincent tried to steal that one. It was a good slide tackle by North Georgia. Geranium City, quick throw in to Nicholas. She's having to do a lot of work, and it's stolen off of her. Send in the middle. Not cleared all the way. And North Georgia kicks it over. Nothing doing for Geranium City so far tonight.
Fans, we'd like to take this time to thank all of our amazing sponsors that help bring this amazing team to you guys. Kaiser Permanente, the Sellers Law Firm, Element Certified Public Accountants and Consultants, Suma Sportswear, and Elite Trailer Rentals.
Stark tries to find Wells, does. Reynolds gets onto it, but she immediately turns it over. Jones steps in front of that. And now Reynolds gets onto it. And she tried to pass it backwards to Anderson, but North Georgia read it perfectly. They're on the attack again. Stark steps in front of that pass. Tries to drop it in for Hagans. Hagans is going to get onto it. Now Anderson. And that pass leads to nothing. But it will be a Geranium City throw. Wilson. Anderson. Little nutmeg pass back to Nicholas. Trying to send Vincent. They just can't get anything going offensively tonight. Chested over to Jones. Wilson carries it up, gets it over to Nicholas. Nicholas finds Vincent. They're going to say she's offside. Again, North Georgia just doing an amazing job of putting their game plan to work here in McDonough tonight. keeping their low block. They're attacking when they need to, and they're keeping their shape. So even when Geranium City gets something together, they just can't quite get there. Wilson for Geranium City. He's got a little work to do here. She finally makes that turn. Trying to find an option. There's just not a lot there. Lanes are very clogged up. Geranium City throw. King. It's it over to Stark. Stark back to King. Now Jones. Now Wilson finds Higgins. Higgins lays it off to Nicholas. A little something brewing here now, and that last pass just wasn't good enough. Reynolds. Anderson over to King. North Georgia throw now. And North Georgia will kick that one out, and we'll have another Geranium City throw. .32 minute. Geranium City still trail 1-0. Nothing has gone right for them here in this first half. Reynolds gets it taken from her. That'll be a Geranium City throw. Over to King. King touches it forward. Tried to find Reynolds, and the pass just aren't crisp enough from Geranium City, quite honestly, tonight. Wells. Wells lays it off to Anderson. Anderson takes a shot, and it's parried over the bar. It's the first shot on target so far in this match for Geranium City. And that's what Geranium City is going to have to do. They're just going to have to take some shots. Be a little selfish here tonight. Ball comes in. Vincent's there. It's going to go over the bar for a goal kick. Back underway now, North Georgia. As Higgins came over to pressure that one. Stark gets on the end of it, but can't keep it in. Have a North Georgia throw further down the field. Stark intercepts that, gets it over to Anderson. Stark. Now Jones. Back to Anderson. Now Wilson. Reynolds tries to lay it off, and they're just something's off tonight for Geranium City. North Georgia looking for a second. That would be the best for them. A lot of cushion. North Georgia tries to send it forward, but it'll be offside anyways. Free kick here by Wilson. It's over the top to try to get it to Hagens, but it's headed out by North Georgia for a Geranium City throw. Hagens tried to get it over to Vincent. King. It's back to Wilson, over to Nicholas. Take some space, dribbling in. Send it to the middle. King lets that one run to Jones. Jones goes back post. Vincent's there. She heads it in, but it's saved. Hagens thinks that should have been a corner. But Geranium City finally got something strung together there. Nicholas heads it back to Wilson. Nicholas back to Wilson. He's got King in the middle. Finally finds her. She goes over to Jones. Overcooks the pass. Passing is just not up to par tonight. 38th minute. Coaches are going to have to adjust something at halftime. It is not working so far. Anderson. So back to Wilson. Back to Anderson. It's over to King. Now Wells. It's got Reynolds. Now Anderson has it. Trying to send. Ooh, Vincent stopped a run. She thought it was going to get blocked. Stark steps in front of that. Stark with it still. Gets it over to Anderson. Anderson. It's over to Nicholas. Back to Anderson. Back to Nicholas. Little 1-2 there, but North Georgia finally stops that. But it falls to Wilson's feet. It's over to Nicholas. Now they're driving. Nicholas falls on the ground again. She's been pushed around a little tonight. No calls by the referee. Now King has it. Gets it over to Jones. Goes back to Stark. Wilson again. Vincent. Little rough on the touch, trying to get it over to Hagens, and it's going to roll out for a goal kick. Oh, no, they're going to say corner. I guess it was deflected. Geranium City have looked pretty dangerous on the few corner kicks they have gotten. In the 40th minute now. Let's see if they can even it up before halftime. Ball comes in. Wilson's there, but she can't head it down. Ball comes in. Jones is there for Geranium City. Gets it quickly over to Wells. They got a chance if they go quick here. Wells still with it. Recycles it back to King. King to Wilson. Wilson takes a shot. And it's blocked. Vincent fighting there. Can't win it back though. North Georgia just dumps it. Williams picks it up for Geranium City. Immediately over to Stark. Nicholas. And it's behind Vincent. Nicholas tries to find Wells. Just can't get to it. Wilson picks it up though. Back heel to Hagens. Hagens takes a shot, and it's deflected. We'll get another corner now. Wilson almost got one in on the last corner kick.
Fans, halftime's quickly approaching. Make sure you go down and visit our good partners at Diggity Hot Dogs and Murphy's Delights for all your concession needs. And while you're there, swing on by the Geranium City Fan Shop.
Ball comes in now. Wilson's there, heads it down, but it's cleared. Not too far though. Wells is there. Well, over to Vincent. Vincent tries to get it back into the center. And now Geranium City got to recover here. Reynolds. Reynolds to the middle to Hagens. It goes past her. Stark picks it up though. Dribbles around. Wells not there though. Now North Georgia back with it. North Georgia moving with it now. Stark finally ends that attack. North Georgia getting a little dangerous here now. Again, Stark to the rescue. Shot in. Williams has to get that one. Williams needs to go quick. Wilson going into the 45th minute now. Can Geranium City get one here before half? Vincent dribbles into trouble, but the ball gets up to Hagens. Hagens trying to find an option, finds King. King's got some space. Hits it over to Wells. Wells fakes the cross. Just too slow here for Geranium City. She's pushed down, no call. North Georgia gets out of the pressure. Miscommunication, but it falls to Geranium's feet. Anderson's got a little space now. Can pick out a pass. Decides to go to Jones. Jones flips it over the top. Wells didn't make the run. Into stoppage time now. Geranium City still trailing 1-0 to North Georgia United. Wells. King. Goes back to Wilson. Vincent.
Umbrella.
Ball back in play. Can't be much time left now. Been a pretty clean half. And that'll be halftime. Real frustrating first half for Geranium City. But North Georgia's done exactly what they came up here to do with no subs on the bench. They got the early lead, and they put in the low block. And they've done exactly the game plan that they needed to. Make sure you stay tuned and see if Geranium City can change things up at halftime. Until then, we'll see ya. Welcome back as we get the second half underway. Geranium City trailing 1-0 to North Georgia United. Had a very frustrating first half. So we're back underway now. King. So back to Stark. Now Wilson. Excuse me, guys. Jones. Wells. So back to Jones. Wilson. Reynolds. Jones again. Overcooked it, but it'll be a Geranium City throw. Jones keeps that one in. Wilson's got pressure. Finds Higgins. Higgins tries to tip it forward. Reynolds is there. But North Georgia, again, just doing a great job of clearing their lines. Keeping their shape. They're doing everything that they have to do. And if they keep it up, they'll have quite a relaxing ride back home, back up to Dalton. Madison Nicholas now. Reynolds. Reynolds still pressing up. Finds Jones. Flashes it across to Higgins, but it's not cleared yet. Now a Geranium City throw.
Fans, we'd like to thank Kaiser Permanente for their amazing support this season. Proud title sponsor of your Geranium City FC.
Wells in a battle there. It's poked out by North Georgia. And we go quick for Geranium City. Higgins. Higgins back heels it. Wells steps. Jones can't get there, and she's... Well, she's not foul. She made the foul. Somehow. And Geranium City does have many options on the bench. Looks like Doria Sanders, who started as right back for many of the games, is getting warmed up now. Reynolds. Reynolds tries to make the step. Well, that was a great turn by North Georgia. But Madison Nicholas picks up the errant pass. Makes the turn. That was spectacular. Tries to send Vincent. Vincent does get on the end of it. Now Anderson picks it up for Geranium City. Madison Stark tries to put a little pressure on North Georgia, makes them turn, but they do dribble out of pressure now. And Williams has to scoop this up for Geranium City. She gives it to King up the middle. Finds Reynolds. Reynolds can't keep that touch down. Touch let her down there. Now North Georgia. King's there. She takes it off, and now Jones picks up the loose ball. Jones dribbling down, lays it off to Madison at center circle. She lays it over to Anderson. Anderson's got Vincent in front of her, and she just can't pick the right through ball. A lot of discouraged looks in the faces of Geranium City. They got to have something happen for them here. Somebody's got to step up and make a play. Nicholas. '51st minute. Geranium City still trailing. And that was an errant pass. So the first couple minutes of this second half aren't going really any different from that entire first half for Geranium City. Geranium City sorely missing the presence of Emery Pitts. Reynolds wins that. Gets it over to Anderson. Anderson can't keep it, though. It's taken off, but Madison Nicholas was there. She takes it back. Good fight there, as that's going to be a Geranium City throw. See if they go quick here. And she does. Gets it over to Hagens. Hagens over to Anderson. Back to King. Center circle. She's going to find Jones on the far side. She tries to chip it up to Wells. North Georgia's there. North Georgia's doing a great job of being exactly where they need to be when they need to be there. Stark catches that, and it's cleared by Nicholas. Now it's going to fall to Vincent. Geranium City have a chance here. Now Hagens. Hagens shot. It's deflected. I don't think the goalkeeper for North Georgia was ready for that one. Could have been a handball, but ref says no, and we'll get a corner here. But about the only part of this game that Geranium City really looked dangerous is on these corners. Trying to find Wilson back post. See if they change their strategy here. Ball's in. And tried the Olympico, but that one doesn't work. Just more frustration on Geranium City's part. Wells making a turn. She finally turns. Gets it taken off. Anderson takes the shot. It's spilled. Vincent makes the goal. And Elisa Vincent. And finally, Geranium City make the breakthrough.
11, Annalisa Vincent.
As I said earlier, I think about the 30th minute or so, Anderson took a shot and tested the keeper for North Georgia United, and that I said then that's going to have to be the strategy, and that's exactly what happens there. The keeper missed it, spilled it, and it was cleaned up as Hannah Williams has to clear that one. Geranium City got to keep their composure here, but now we have a whole new ball game. Is North Georgia still going to keep their low block, or are they going to try to get the win here? And will that open up space for Geranium City? And Hannah Williams has to make a shot again. I said Geranium City has to keep their concentration, and they kind of lacked it there. Luckily, Williams makes a magnificent save. Something about that goal on that side of the pitch last night. There was another spectacular save by UFA Lawrenceville's keeper. That ball's in. And now can Geranium City go? Vincent kicks it forward. Vincent still with it. He's getting held by Hagens. Takes it herself. Takes the shot. And it's not on target. But better here by Geranium City. That goal seems to uplifted the energy a little bit. And now, North Georgia United, they got to be careful here because they don't want to get into a game where it's end-to-end because they don't have any subs on the bench. I already see a couple hands on hips, so they got to be careful here. They've done a really good job for most of the game dictating the play. That time they kick it out, and it'll be a Geranium City throw. And the first batch of substitutions are going to come in for Geranium City here in a minute. King takes her space through the center circle. She gets it over to Madison Nicholas, who then switches back to Wilson on the other side of the circle. She finds Reynolds in the middle. There's finally a little bit of space opening up there for Geranium City. Now Vincent, the goal scorer. Finds King. King goes back to Wilson. And that was a great slide tackle. As now we're going to get those substitutions. Looks like Wells' night is over. I think Adoria Sanders coming on for her. And Jones. And then Jasmine White comes on for Jones. White couldn't keep that ball in. Jasmine White gets it over to Wilson. Wilson back to Stark. Wilson again. It's got Adoria. Adoria Sanders can't keep that one in.
Substitution for the Geranium City. Coming off the pitch was number 6, Allison Jones, and number 4, Kaylee Wells. Coming on the pitch was number 16, Jasmine White, and 15, Adoria Sanders.
And Elisa Vincent, if she can get on the end of this, and she can't, but still way better now. A lot more rhythm for Geranium City than they had in the first 50-odd minutes of this match. We're in the 58th minute now, 1-1. Can Geranium City keep their perfect home record? Reynolds taps it forward. Trying to find White. Jasmine White nearly got there. Wilson chests that down. Had to get that one right, and she does. Now Nicholas. Over to Stark. Wilson. Finds Reynolds. Back to Nicholas. Ball movement's way better now. Stark there for Geranium City. Good battle there by Madeline Stark. Now Sanders gets on the end of it, gets it up to White. Stark again clears it long, trying to find Hagens. Can Hagens get on the end of this one? They're going to say Hagens fouls in the process. 60th minute, still 1-1. King steps in front of that pass. Good battle there in the middle. And she draws the foul. Free kick Geranium City now. Light rain falling. Not too bad. Could be a lot worse here. So I'd like to say, can you do it on a rainy night here in McDonough? See if Geranium City can. So Reynolds sends that in. Madison Nicholas going to get on the end of that. Back to Vincent. Back to Nicholas. Finds Anderson. Anderson finds Sanders. Sanders takes her space. Chips it over the top. Ooh, Anderson tries to head it forward, but it glances off the top. Goes out for a North Georgia throw. Ball's in, and now it'll be a Geranium City throw. Goes quick to Hagans. Hagans somehow comes out of that. It's cleared out quickly by North Georgia. Nicholas tried to find somebody, but it's going to fall to Wilson. Wilson's got leagues of space in front of her. She takes the shot. And that's exactly what she should have done in that situation. Nobody was going to step. Might as well try.
Visit our good partners down there at Diggity Hot Dogs and Murphy's Delights. Both offering some amazing concession options for you today.
Starting to see the fatigue on the North Georgia United players. Throw in Geranium City now. Try to find Reynolds. Did that get deflected? Nope, it'll be a goal kick. Hagans putting the pressure on. She almost gets to that. That was almost bad news for North Georgia. Wilson heads that one back in. As Sarah King tries to fight for it in the middle, she wins it. White can't get to it, though, and it's back with North Georgia. Wilson steps in front of that pass. Finds Hagans. Hagans trying to get it to Vincent. Oh, it might fall for her. She heads it down, but it's not on target. Bounces around. White goal! Jasmine White! At the right place, at the right time. And you can definitely tell the fatigue is starting to wear down North Georgia because they're not getting to those 50-50 balls as quickly as they were in that first half.
Geranium City goals brought to you by number 16, Jasmine White.
And now North Georgia's got to change their entire plan. One that worked in the first half. Now they're chasing. They already have tired legs. Let's see what they do here. But Geranium City nearly let them score after that first goal they scored. So we'll see if the concentration stays there. Sanders over to White. White trying to dribble around. Be a North Georgia throw. Sanders steps in front of that. Vincent's going to pick it up. Nicholas made the overlap. Hagans over to Reynolds. Reynolds got White wide open. Oh, she overcooked it. I think she got a little excited when she turned and saw White was wide open with nobody in front of her. '65th minute. Geranium City lead 2-1. Same score they had in their win over UMA Athenas. King not letting her turn. Anderson picks up the loose ball. Gets it over to King at the center circle. Trying to direct traffic. She finds Hagens in the middle, but Hagens kind of trips up. I'm sure it's really muddy and springy out there right now with the light rain we've had since about 10 minutes into the first half. It's not a heavy rain, but it's been light and persistent. White tips that off, but North Georgia's able to recover. And now to be a Geranium City throw. White gets us underway quickly, gets it to Hagen. Hagens. It's got pressure. Hagens is getting a little tired herself. We'll see if the coaching staff makes a switch, as it looks like Mary Davis is going to come to the substitution area. Mary Davis, a rising junior in high school. Already scored a goal for Geranium City against Middle Georgia. Williams tries to get it. Nicholas keeps it in. Wow, that was impressive. She sends it down the middle, but turns it over right away, and now we got troubles for Geranium City. Nicholas. Madison Nicholas says she got all ball, and I don't have to agree with her there. But now we have a very dangerous free kick situation. Can North Georgia even it up here? 67th minute. Looks like Hagen's night's over, and Mary Davis is going to come in for her.
For Geranium City, coming off the pitch is number 2, Katie Hagens. Coming on is number 23, Mary Davis.
Ball's in. Wilson heads it out. Vincent trying to make the charge. And she does. And it's won by Vincent. They've got numbers. Mary Davis running with her. Can Vincent make it 3? Oh, it's blocked. Mary Davis cleans it up. Goal, Geranium City. And that's exactly what they needed.
That Geranium City goal is scored by number 23, Mary Davis.
What an impact. Immediately subbed on and comes on and scores a goal. Her second for the Geranium City FC. Mind you, she's just a rising junior in high school. As Nicholas tried to get that over to Davis. Now North Georgia's got a lot of climbing to do. But it's much better half. As she takes a shot, Hannah Willett. Whoa, what a shot. North Georgia United immediately answers.
That was a goal. North Georgia.
I don't think there was any goalkeeper that could have stopped that shot. It was absolutely perfect. And like I said, you got to keep that concentration right after scoring a goal, because North Georgia puts it right back to 1 goal down in the 69th minute. Geranium City have to keep their concentration here. Can they get another one? Reynolds over to Sanders. Trying to get it to White. Davis is there. And White can't keep that in, as it'll be a North Georgia United throw. Davis takes a shot, deflects, but Madison Nicholas picks up the loose ball. Flips it over to Stark. Reynolds over to Sanders. Doria Sanders taking space, gets it over to White. Can White keep it in? No, she cannot. Give me a goal kick, North Georgia.
And we'd like to thank all of our amazing sponsors: Kaiser Permanente, the Sellers Law Firm, Element Certified Public Accountants and Consultants, Suma Sportswear, and Elite Trailer Rentals.
North Georgia United need to get another one to salvage something out of this game. Ball's back in. Davis steals that pass. And she crosses it over to White. Can White catch it? Oh, almost. Good idea by Davis. Wilson chips it over the top, trying to get it over to Davis, but not quite far enough. But we'll have a Geranium City throw. 72nd minute. Davis trying to catch this one, and she won't. Another goal kick. North Georgia sends it over. Doria gets in the way of that one. We'll have a North Georgia throw. You have Geranium City throw. Nope, they're going to change it. It's going to be a North Georgia throw. Ball's back in. White putting on pressure. White still there. And she finally wins that ball, but it's taken back immediately. Back heel by North Georgia. That was pretty cheeky. North Georgia been able to attack when they need to so far tonight. As Wilson finally clears that. Try to get it to Davis, but it's going to fall to White. White's got acres of space in front. She slips it through to Davis, but North Georgia sees that one through. Another back heel, but this time it falls to King. And she gets it over to Anderson. Anderson's got space too. Will she take another shot? She does. Oh, it almost falls to the feet of Davis, but she can't handle that one. But it'll be a corner kick. I think that was off of Davis. I think this should be a goal kick for North Georgia. The referee says it's a corner. So Geranium City seem pretty dangerous on these set pieces so far. Vincent! That's her second! Annalisa Vincent scores her second of the match.
With her second goal of the night, that Geranium City goal is brought to you by number 11, Annalisa Vincent.
Back underway now. Vincent putting on the pressure. Can Geranium City keep their concentration after that last goal went in? Stark there. And that time she's fouled. Annalisa Vincent tried to pick that one from her pocket. '76th minute. Geranium City lead 4-2. 2 goals by Annalisa Vincent, 1 by Jasmine White, and 1 by Mary Davis. As that ball comes in, gonna be offside. Offside on North Georgia United. Wilson looking for options. Sends it long, trying to find Davis. It falls to her, but she can't keep hold of it. Now North Georgia back on the attack now. Sanders. And that's stepped off by Kylie Wilson, birthday girl. White has it now. It's it over to Anderson. It's picked off her foot. And she can't win it back. Now North Georgia United has a dangerous opportunity, and it's picked off by Madison Nicholas. But North Georgia recovers. And Wilson clears that one long. And White picks it up. Jasmine White still. It's got Mary Davis on the outside. It's got Annalisa Vincent running in. I don't think Davis can catch that one. Oh, unlucky there. Stark with the run. Errant pass though. North Georgia is trying to get one back quickly. Nicholas steps in front of that. Now Anderson. Anderson doesn't have a lot of options. Trying to send Vincent. What a ball. If Vincent can get on the end of this one, and oh, she almost does. But great defense by North Georgia United. We'll have a Geranium City throw deep in the North Georgia zone. Nicholas with the throw in for Geranium City. Finds Reynolds in the middle. Will she take a shot? She does, but oh, it kind of bounced up on her last second. She wasn't able to get central on the ball, and it just pops up on her. Into the 80th minute now. Geranium City lead 4-2 after a very shaky first half. So we're going to get a substitution now for Geranium City as Whitley Anderson's night is over.
Substitution for the Geranium City coming off was number 5, Whitley Anderson, and coming on is number 14,
Greer Diedrich comes in for Anderson. King gets it over to Stark. Now Diedrich. Diedrich's got Annalisa on the outside. Oh, she tried to send her. She'll get another chance if... Nope, she decides not to that time. Nicholas. Goes long to White. What a ball. Oh, but White, I think she might have misjudged the width of the pitch on that one. It's a little narrow here at Eagles Perch, Warhawk Stadium. I think she thought she might have had a little more room to run on that one with. As Wilson heads that up into the sky. Tries to head it backwards. It'll go out for a North Georgia throw. Sanders tries to clear that one, but bounced favorably for North Georgia United. But in the end, Geranium City is going to win a throw in. Going to get another substitution here for Geranium City soon. Wilson finds Diedrich. Diedrich passes it over to Sanders, who goes back to Diedrich. Diedrich's got options. Ooh, tried to get it to Reynolds. Now North Georgia's got options. And they're on the move now. Stark steps forward, but it's not cleared all the way. Wilson, ooh, tricky dribble, Wilson. That'll be a Geranium City throw. We're going to get that substitution now as Sarah King's night's over. Nicholas. I believe that's Chastity Jennings that's come on. Wilson trying to find an option. Still with it. Finds Diedrich. Now White. Jasmine White slows up the play. Tries to dribble around. Now Diedrich picks up the loose ball. It's it over to Sanders. Oh, North Georgia wins that back. It's a 4-on-2. Stark, what a great defensive effort that was by Madeline Stark. She dribbles around, gives it off to Diedrich, pops up a little. Ground's a little springy out there. Now Jennings. Reynolds, will she take a shot? Oh, it could be a handball. And it is. Penalty for Geranium City.
Substitution for Geranium City. Coming off the pitch was number 8, Sarah King. Coming on was number 22, Selena Holmes.
Selena Holmes, excuse me, not Jennings. Now Reynolds is going to take this. '85th minute. Geranium City can go up 5-2 here. And it's in! Madison Reynolds! And Geranium City go up 3. It's like totally different game in this second half for Geranium City.
Geranium City goals brought to you by number 17, Madison Reynolds.
We have another substitution. As Madison Nicholas comes off. That's Sydney Steele who comes on for Nicholas. Vincent, who's on the hat trick. Gets it over to Davis. Davis flicks it forward. Oh, they're going to say Davis was offside. Oh, that's unlucky.
For the Geranium City FC, coming off the pitch was number 7, Madison Nicholas, and coming on is number 9, Sydney Steele.
Steele wins that for Geranium City, but it'll go out for a North Georgia throw. 87th minute now. Geranium City with the healthy 3-goal lead. Holmes headed it over to White. Diedrich fighting in the middle, trying to win it back. North Georgia looking dangerous now. Just flashes it forward, and Williams is going to come out to collect that for Geranium City. Williams sends it down, finds White, tries to head it forward for Davis. Davis gets a foot on there. White running in on it. Oh, she just doesn't get there. Oh, they're going to call a foul on White, I think. Substitution again, a double substitution here for Geranium City. As Annalisa and Reynolds' night are over. And now Chastity Jennings comes in. Don't have a number 24. We'll get that to you here in a minute. As that ball pinballs around, North Georgia gets onto it. Diedrich fighting in the middle. North Georgia comes out with it. Deflected by Stark, but North Georgia wins it again. Now Jennings. And Williams has to make a save there.
Substitution for the Geranium City FC coming off was number 17, Madison Reynolds, and coming off was number 11, Annalisa Vincent. Coming on was number 12, Chastity Jennings, and 24, Layla Robinson.
Geranium City running down with White. White through the step over. She's got Mary Davis at the top. Gets it over to her. Mary Davis takes a shot. Not cleared out, though. Diedrich is going to pick that up for Geranium. Oh, nope. She tried to pass it but whiffed on it, but it's won back by Sanders. Sanders is pushed over. And they're going to say a North Georgia throw. No foul there. 89th minute. Throw comes in. Flicked forward. Stark. The defensive wall for Geranium City. Makes another play. A steal. Gets it over to Robinson. Ooh, Robinson can't find Davis. North Georgia back with it again. Jennings steps in front of there. He's got Mary Davis on the outside. Gets it to her. Davis with an audacious shot. It almost curled down. But that'll be a goal kick for North Georgia. We are in the 90th minute. About 15 seconds away from stoppage. Shouldn't be too much stoppage. Sanders got crossed up there, but Diedrich cleans it. Picks it up. Sanders has to fix it, and Davis is there. She's onside. Can she make it too? And she does! 6 for Geranium City and the second for Davis.
And her second of the night. That goal is brought to you by number 23, Mary Davis.
Back underway, North Georgia. Shouldn't have much time now. Down by 4. They played a magnificent first half. Their game plan was perfect to begin the game. But unfortunately for them, oh, that was a solid body there by Wilson. And unfortunately for the North Georgia player, she fell right into the drain. There is a foam pad over that drain, but there is a dip there, and I think she kind of hit that at an awkward angle. Hopefully she's okay. And she does get up, but I don't know if she'll come back. That was a hard fall right in the dip. Probably got the air knocked out of her. Nope, she's going to run right back on. Be a North Georgia throw. These two teams will play again. Oh, it will be a free kick. These two teams will play again next week up in Dalton. Looks like it was a foul throw. Oh, and that's game. Geranium City, after a shaky first half, pull out the 6-2 win and stay on pace with Birmingham. As I said, that was the last home game for Geranium City, barring a playoff game, as Geranium City will go on the road up to Dalton to play this very same North Georgia team next week. And then the week after that, it's the big showdown with Birmingham in Birmingham. I am Justin Murphy, your voice of Geranium City FC, signing off after a 6-2 Geranium City win over North Georgia United.
North Georgia United one more time. We invite